Now we're on to the second chance predictions because I know I got a lot wrong last time. So let's just get started. We have Germany versus Paraguay coming up first. I think I'll go with Germany here. Paraguay have not been as good. Let's go France versus Sweden. France will take that. They've been one of the more threatening teams of this whole group stage. Canada versus South Africa. That's actually happening in an hour. I'm repping Canada today. Hopefully, Canada can take it home, but South Africa have really been surprising, like taking down South Korea. I wasn't expecting that, but they did definitely outclass them in the game. Netherlands versus Morocco. This would be interesting to watch if you're in Rotterdam, but I'm going to go Netherlands for this one, even though Morocco have been really solid defensively. Portugal versus Croatia in Toronto. This is going to be either Ronaldo's last World Cup match or Modric's last World Cup match, but I think Portugal will finally get their midfield together because the chances that they've been creating have been less than what we expect of them. Hopefully that changes. Now we have Spain versus Austria. I think Spain will take that. Even though Cape Verde held them to a draw, I think Austria is not Cape Verde. I think they are very solid defensively too. The draw with Algeria was especially interesting to watch. They were almost out of this whole thing, but they really turned it around like on the last play, knocked Iran out, which is I thought was very unfortunate for Iran. I was rooting for them to make it through, but all three of the requirements were ticked off, and yeah, so Austria is still in. San Francisco, USA versus Bosnia. That's going to be a close one. We have a team that's, I think, won all three of its group stage matches, right? And then we have, or no, actually, they lost to Turkey of all teams. Even though they were scoreless in their first two games, Turkey managed to beat them by a goal somehow. So if I'm going USA versus Bosnia, I'm going to say Bosnia. Bosnia have been really solid. They tied against Canada, and I think they're the tallest team of this whole World Cup, and you can really see it when they play. Belgium versus Senegal, that's a tricky one. Iran held Belgium to a draw, but Senegal, on the other hand, is a really strong AFCON team. I think they're the African champions, right? Or at least runners up. So it's gonna be close. I don't know. I think Belgium will take it though, because their last game had a few good goals from them. So I'm gonna go for Belgium by a narrow margin. It's not gonna be a sweep. It's gonna be really close, maybe by one goal. Brazil versus Japan. That's gonna be a movie, bro. That's why is this happening so early? But anyway, um, yeah, Brazil takes that. Um, yeah, Vinicius is in prime form. A lot of other players that are hungry for goals. Even though Japan is one of the best teams in the World Cup, in my opinion, the way they pass and play, like that one pass they did, I forgot who it was against. Um, but yeah, their passing, their chemistry, uh, if you know what pass I'm talking about, where sort of he did like a one-time flick, it went right to the striker and he shot it in for the third goal of that match. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, it was against Tunisia when they won 4-0. It was the third goal. I can't show it here, but uh, the way they sort of built up to that goal was just insanely good. But I think Brazil outclassed them just a little bit. Now we have Ivory Coast against Norway. Norway has been one to watch for sure. Holland's getting some goals in, but Ivory Coast also nearly beating Germany in the group stage, just barely losing 2-1. I think Ivory Coast will take this one, to be honest. Even though Holland and all that, and the team photo and stuff, I think Ivory Coast have really shown up as a solid team. Mexico versus Ecuador, that's going to be an interesting one to watch. I will say, Ecuador have been really strong. They beat Germany in the group stage, um, avenging Ivory Coast in a way. But I will say, yeah, you know what? Ecuador will take that one. England versus DR Congo. Um, I think England will take that one. They have a very strong attack. Unfortunately for Congo, who have also been really good, uh, drawing against Portugal, beating Uzbekistan 3-1 from 1-0 behind even at halftime. I think England will take that one, but that would be a good one to watch. This one, man, Argentina against Cape Verde, man. These Cape Verde have really won the hearts of a lot of people through that draw with Spain. That sort of turned a lot of heads. I did not expect that at all. No, I don't think anyone did really. But yeah, with Vozinha's story and the whole squad, I don't know. The population of the island is like 500,000. So seeing a country this small, I think last World Cup it was like Iceland that was the small population country to watch. Now it's Cape Verde. First time qualifying to this stage. They've been really good, and this will be an interesting one to watch. I really want Cape Verde to win this one, but I don't see them making it far, to be honest. I think Argentina will take this one. Uh, it'll be like a heartbreaking sort of match for Cape Verde, but it seems like it's kind of in the cards for Argentina to win that one. I feel like, regardless of how good Cape Verde play, I think Messi being top Golden Boot contender right now, combined with just how good the team is in general, yeah, Cape Verde's defense really has a big job to do that day. Australia versus Egypt. I'm gonna say, you know what, Australia will take that one. They've been very threatening in attack and just all around a good team. Switzerland versus Algeria. Switzerland takes that one. I hope they can avenge Iran for what happened in that 3-3 thriller match. Um, I would say thriller, but like the last 20 minutes of normal time was just like playing pass and in the back, which was that was like a horrible 20 minutes of football, to be honest. Like I know they're playing for the draw, but it's so boring. Like, and they did score, and then they realized, wait, we're gonna go against Spain if we win this 3-2. So they gave Austria the another tiebreaker goal, or not a tiebreaker, another equalizer. Last round of 32, Colombia versus Ghana. I will say both of these teams have been really good. I'll go Colombia for that one. And then let's see, Switzerland versus Colombia as the first round of 16 match here. I'm going to go. Oh, these are both really good teams. Colombia is very good defensively. Switzerland also really good in like midfield and attack. I think Colombia will take this one with James Rodriguez creating the amount of chances that he has. It's oh, why is my browser doing that? Let me just scroll to the top. Hold on. I'll just do this from the top. So Germany versus France. Yeah, that's the most likely we're going to see, but I think France is going to take that one easily. But just how threatening they are. Canada versus Netherlands. Two of my top picks to win going head to head. That's unfortunate, but I think Netherlands will take that one because Canada still have a lot of work to do defensively, even speaking as a fan. They could have beat Switzerland, but they conceded some really silly goals. Portugal versus Spain. The Battle of the Iberian Peninsula. Neighbor countries. I will say Spain for this one. Because even though Portugal have a lot of strengths and good qualities in terms of midfield and creating chances, like Yamal is going to be a threat they need to shut down, and I don't see that happening. Not just Yamal, their whole attack really, and midfield. Bosnia versus Belgium. I'm gonna say Bosnia are gonna pull a thriller, and well, no, will they? You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna be an upset. Bosnia beats Belgium 1-0 or something, or two by one goal, one goal margin. Bosnia takes it home. Brazil versus Ivory Coast. As good as Ivory Coast have been, I think Brazil's gonna advance from there. Ecuador versus England. Let's go with England. Even though Ecuador have been really strong. Argentina will take that one against Australia, and Colombia will take that one. So let's go back to the top. Quarterfinals, France versus Netherlands, the blue, white, and red flag countries. I'm going to say France. They've just been too threatening with all the goals they've been scoring. Dembele hat-trick, Mbappe with an insane... Did he get a hat-trick too? I think he got like a brace or two, like a couple goals in a couple matches. Spain versus Bosnia. I think Spain takes that. That'll be the end of Bosnia's miracle run. Then Brazil versus England. Brazil. Then we have Argentina versus Colombia. South American teams going head to head. I'll go Argentina for that. They've just been too prolific and strong in midfield and attack to lose a match like that, even though Colombia has been very strong and forced Portugal to a draw. France versus Spain. France. Definitely France. Brazil versus Argentina. That would be fun to watch. That would be a really good one. I will say, would it be Neymar versus Messi? Would he be playing? Because I know he got some minutes in the group stage, but I don't know if Neymar would get the full 90 here. But let's say Brazil or Argentina. That's gonna be Brazil. Let's go Brazil. And then the final would be France versus Brazil. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. France versus Brazil. I'm going to say France. They've just been so threatening in attack. Even though I believe in their last group stage match, like they had a Dembele get a hat trick, and then they just kind of coasted off that. They didn't really try too much to get more goals and stuff like that. So if they try for the full match, then I think they can get far. So yeah, that's my predictions for my second chance bracket. After the World Cup's over, I'm going to review this and the last prediction I did and see how accurate I was. But yeah, I changed my mind on Brazil. I think France will take home uh, this World Cup. Let me zoom in. Yeah, France will win it. They have too good of a team not to win it, unless there's an upset. And we've seen a lot of upsets in this tournament so far. So yeah, that's my prediction. What's yours? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Onwards and upwards.